It is done, my son. It is done. I have been acknowledged as Queen of Newfoundland. When I pass on, it will be your duty to maintain this kingdom. Not Zachary? No, my son. Zachary will be your vassal. He will be the High Chief of Long Range, what was promised to him. And you, Dwight, will be King of Newfoundland. Hello and welcome, connoisseurs of Crusader Kings 3, friends of the channel and newcomers alike. We're here once again with the Fathomless clan of Laverty. Okay, so what is happening? Our son is landed, everything's great, but we have a problem. You see, if we cannot find a way to keep unity between our two sons, we've basically made it so there will be an inevitable blood feud in the future when we have to take back the land that's held by our elder son, and we don't want that. So there's one way out of this, and that is we can make wonderful Newfoundland here into a kingdom. The Kingdom of Newfoundland. If we raise one more level of legitimacy, we can get this for 4. Which is the number we have, because it'll go down to 37%, which means we'll need 4. We're so close to that. There's a simple way for us to get there. Now, we do in 4 years have to pay for a grand wedding. That's a thing that we did. Should also station these. I'm experimenting with playing north to south for a little bit. If you haven't noticed, like actually with the proper orientation. The problem with that is that because the save doesn't keep the frozen state of the map, I have to reorient it every time and make sure that it's close to create visual consistency. I am hoping... Well, I don't know. It depends on whether or not I think it makes it better. People should comment what they like, if they like it better vertically or in the original position. I actually have a strong argument for either one. I like vertically. I like correctly because it makes it easier to recognize the places that we're playing in. But I like the other way because it makes it seem more like fantasy. It makes it more seem like... its own unique special world, which I find very fascinating and fun. We are going to try to gain legitimacy and fix this, well, our level of, wow, how did we become obscure? I feel like we used to be more famous than that. Oh wait, no we're not. Oh, this is our family. Yeah, our family is literally obscure. Nobody's heard of us before. We're the Fathomless clan Laverty. No, we're unknown. I don't know if this would be a better orientation. That's the problem. See, when you have to correct it yourself, you gotta like get a good feeling of what it would be. All right. Anyway, this will do. This will do for now. Maybe a little more like that. See, the problem also is that the curvature of this map makes it hard to line things up everywhere. The places you look at can be lined up, but the places that are far away are harder to get aligned. I think this will do, though. Yeah, it may just be too much work trying to line it up every time. We could always use the make Florida go straight down trick. Right. What was I saying? So we're going on a pilgrimage. But we're not going to go on a pilgrimage to the places right next to us, because that seems absurd. We've literally been there 1,000 times. We literally conquered it just like a week ago. We're going to go on a pilgrimage to... You go to the Bay of Fundy, but again, that's a place we've been to lots of times. We go to the island of Nantucket. That seems interesting. We've been in this region before, but I don't think we've ever been to the actual island of Nantucket. Make it zealous. Boost the pomp once. I think we're pretty much going to stay in the sea. We're not going to land at all. We got most of the points at this area already on our last journey. So we will customize our route. And then leaving, we will also come this way. That would be backwards. Here, there we go. So we'll follow the coast for safety and get there with no problems at all. And we're going on a pilgrimage. Everyone come along, it's time to take the boats. terrify the people of Tiramara that we're coming to raid again while we go by in our beautiful Newfee boats. Our warriors and knights hooting and hollering the whole way, making a ruckus, ready for a party. We'll just speed the trip up by going to 4 for a little bit. Nothing wrong with a party, right? Right. So Zachary stayed home, as did Dwight. That makes sense. But our husband came along because probably he wants to visit his people. Starry skies. Out here, late at night, I sometimes look at the stars and wonder, what is our purpose in life? Can the deep ones even see me here, this far from home? I hope they can't. What am I doing this all for? I mean, I know they can in my heart, but it's not good for them to. It is my sacred duty, of course. Yeah, it is my sacred duty. Of course it's my sacred duty. Turn around the bottom of the kingdom of Tiramara, follow the coast of Maine, and then down to the island of Nantucket. The heart of whaler truth, the heart of the legends of whales. We know of the old ancient book of the white whale. That's still something that's celebrated in this area, and we know that those brave whalers came from here in Nantucket. The echo of my own footsteps is the only sound in the lighthouse. I am alone. The last thing I remember from outside is the face of those beggars near the gates and the blue sky, so distant now. I walk towards the altar knowing that it is only me, and yet I feel under an unyielding scrutiny. The severe eyes of the old man of the sea are open wide. Okay. We could give up our maritime trading handbook. I don't think that makes any sense that we would give that up. And we're just gonna pray. Good prayer is a good way to set about having a successful pilgrimage. There's only so much a woman can pray without looking for other equally important ways to spend one's time, and Chieftain Enzo has a lovely resident that he so kindly allows us to visit. We're visiting this chieftain's house. We find this expert here. Okay. What an accomplished master. Maybe I should hire her. Such an expert is wasted in this court. Yeah, we wouldn't be doing that anyway. Yeah, this person is not worth making him upset over. That's for sure. Plus, you're getting distracted, which makes it less likely that you succeed at getting a level 1 pilgrimage. A new learning perk, very nice. Jabez, my caravan leader, peers out over the sprawling holy site of Nantucket as we make our way through the crowd. Nantucket is truly a sight to behold, a place where cultures meet and faiths come together. The feats spirituality can achieve. Yes, okay, so we did get a level 1 pilgrimage. That's nice. We got a bunch of learning experience too, which is good. Our time at this sacred site draws to an end. I feel reassured that while I may not have been the most pious pilgrim out there, I have proven my dedication to Neptune in more ways than one. Nantucket, it has been an honor. So that has pushed us over. We should be able to buy the title to finish our pilgrimage. What do we got here? Not scientific, I don't think. Maybe faithful? Yes, faithful. We could grab mental resilience, but it's not that big a deal. Germ theory is also pretty good. Let's head home. Nice. So quick pilgrimage, and we have proven our legitimacy enough that when we have the money... Ooh, our regent has found us 50 gold! Dwight's first bonds. As I discuss some court affairs with my son Dwight, he abruptly starts discussing his childhood. Mother, you cared for me like the hound minds its pups. Better even, my earliest, fondest memories were with you when I took my first steps. When you placed my first fallen tooth in your hand, you held me so close. He blushes, beaming. I'll pass the loving care on to my children. Such devotion. I don't need a strong hook on my son. I love you too, my son. I love you too. Hopefully you'll be a good ruler one day. After this, we're going to have to consider a raid because we need to pay for a kingdom title and for a grand wedding. So you want our granddaughter... We'll just put this aside for now. So you want our granddaughter to marry your son. That's a pretty good match in spite of the fact he's a hunchback. You guys could make some strong hunchback kids. She might be one of the last few members of my family that's of the correct faith to attract marriages from the old-time Newfees. Okay, so let's see if we can't just figure out where to raid. I just want to check the there's no plagues. Okay, that's good news. Since there's no plagues, any place is available. So I guess we're going to raid down into the kingdom again. Because they seem to be a great target for our raiding. It's free. It's free to get on a boat when you're raiding. I always think it's not, but it is. I don't have to come down here to Prince Edward Island because it'll be just as free this way. Nice. So we're going to land in Gloucester. Wait, what? Is there nothing? Is this not a spot? What's happening? Oh, I still have an alliance with them. That's not great. I'm not an alliance. I still have a treaty with them because of the war for Prince Edward Island. Okay, then I guess we're gonna switch over here quickly and do the Sept-Rivières because that's better than nothing. Suppose we could land this island too, but no. I think Quebec here is too strong. We're gonna drop down to 1 speed. Who do we want in charge of this army is a good question. I mean, we make them faster, but our son could sure use the raider trait, so I'll have him do them. Since he's a decent commander, you know. He could probably make some use of the extra prowess that comes from that trait, right? If we look at me, we look at raider, martial and prowess. Yeah, making him a raider would be a good idea. He probably won't get it until he's in it, but you know, won't pay for her. Okay, well, it's not my problem. We'll give it some time. If they're still in our prison when the raiding season is over, we will let them go. Nina comes of age. I am proud to see my daughter is no longer a child, but an adult. Always the curious, knowledge-hungry child, Nina has shown an affinity for scholarship from an early age. Her understanding of philosophical and theoretical works is impressive. She is 4-star. She has a 4-star learning. Good job. Hopefully we can find you a good spouse. We're gonna keep zipping on down here, collecting all these up, getting our son his first real leading experience in the Raider's life. How strong are these guys? Not stronger than me, so we'll probably raid up into their territory as well. Might as well collect as much as we can. We can hold 300. And 300 will pay for our kingdom title, so assuming that Morgan Le Fay doesn't swoop in there and grab that title before we can. I don't know how inclined towards doing it she would be. I don't think there's any chance now that we changed faith for her to become our vassal, but it is possible. Do we want to join this hunt? I mean, our son's got it handled, right? Yeah, we're gonna show trust to our son by retreating from the raid, and putting everything into his power. I can't wait. It's all up to you, boy. That's it. You got it. You don't need your mother. You're fine. You can make the final decision as to whether or not you're going to push hard into this territory. I think we will. We can go up this way, come back around, and then exit through here, or exit without going to here. We should go there first because there's a waterway there. As we await the arrival of the rest of the guests, Chieftain Gory has started on the preparations. His gamekeepers check the woodlands each day for signs of quarry while building a camp closer to the hunting grounds. Soon. Yes, soon. Lawrence assembles the party as the sun rises over the camp in the forests near Grand Falls. The local gamekeepers have scoured the vicinity for recent tracks and fumes. It seems a mighty heart is unquestionably in the area. Quarry fit for a king. Let's get out there. Yeah, of course. So we'll continue this down to here, and then we'll go up and around and out. We're not even halfway finished, so it makes perfect sense that we would try to do the whole thing. Chieftain Gory's huntsmen say they know the place the beasts covert, and the nearby water holes and grazing the prize buck frequents. So be it. So be it. This guy here's got raiding on his mind. Despite our best effort, we were unable to get close to the prize buck herd. They sensed us each time we neared, fleeing and going to ground. It is nearly too dark to continue. We will have to admit defeat at the hands of the deer. That's fine. It's good exercise either way. So this guy's decided to attack us in spite of the fact we're much stronger. Alright, everything that could go wrong did go wrong, but we had a good time in the woods. Some legitimacy gained. We'll finish the hunt. Nice. This guy is probably gonna have conflict with him. Oh, we actually did the Passover thing where he passed where I was and I passed where he was. That's wild. Travel the Hermit. A grotto emerges from the vegetation like a stone arch in a cathedral. On its entry, there's a small wooden table and a stall. Someone has left a lantern burning on it. Careful, my liege. Jabez holds his arm up in front of my chest. There are bandits in these lands. You are quick to make accusations. A dimly illuminated figure stands in the entrance of the cave. I am merely a hermit, and you, well, you carry the title of High Chieftess. Yes, I do. Whew, a hermit would be a great addition to my entourage. Would she? No, she wouldn't. How fortunate. Please tell me of my future. The Hermit, a prophecy. The Hermit takes a second before replying. She gets up and waits until I follow. There's some herbs scattered around what seems to be a rudimentary bed. She turns to me when we're away from the entourage and with an oddly deep whispered voice says, the fire shall talk, the silver shall flow from the hoof of lowing cattle. Okay, so we're going to steal some cattle and use it for money. That's actually a pretty good prediction. That's probably what's going to happen. I mean, my son's out there robbing people right now. I bet there's going to be some cattle in there that will sell for some silver. Staring at the stars. From all my evenings watching the stars, I have seen with my own eyes what I have only heard of before. The stars move at different speeds, reverse in their course at different times, but seemingly in large groups depending on which celestial sphere they belong to. Indeed, with the right calculations, one could even predict their movement. The court chaplain does not approve, of course. Leave the skies be. The celestial realms for the keepers to know. I mean, that's not true. Everybody needs to know about the outer stars and the danger that they hold. So I will continue to search for my answers on my own. If she doesn't like it, she can figure out what to do about it. It's got nothing to do with me. Head up here. Let's look what we've got. So we can ransom this person. Thank you for the donation. You have paid the cost of my troops for the entire raid, and I am very happy. Count Dwight O'Grace of Magnan Islands has increased control of county task in Port aux Bosques. So he has got the control up there. Has he? Good, good, good. Let me see. It's a good time to check what everyone on the council is doing. Do we have more control tasks that need to be done? Yeah, we got to start controlling down here. You are still working on Prince Edward Island. You are protecting us. You are doing... This is probably fine now that we've been in charge for a real long time, and you are converting the faith. All well and good. Okay. Time to head a little around this lake, and then once that's done, we go home. We go home. Hopefully we kidnap a few more people, you know, so that we can pay for our expenses, but I think we're gonna have a great, successful raid. 112 gold already. Marshal impresses vassal. Nice job, boy. Nice job. She died in my prison because they wouldn't pay for her. Well, that's not my fault. That is technically my fault. That's my son's fault for real, right? Like, he's the one who actually did it. I told him to, and I would have done it myself, but he was the one physically there, right? I was on a hunt. Oh, Chief Barnabas has gained this scholar trait. What a good job you're doing, man. Good job. Oh, our family is being so successful. My husband is a scholar. I'm out here. My son is out here learning to raid. Doing just a bang-up job of it, too. It's going to bring home the money for founding the kingdom that will eventually be his. Somebody died in my prison because the person who could have saved them didn't pay for them is the way we organize it in our mind. We will ransom this mare. Gotta love catching a mare. Nothing like a mare to bring some extra money into the pockets while you're still out here trying to get your raid on. Grand tournament would be cool, but I just don't see it. It's just not us a thing. No, it's just not a thing we would do. And he's almost completed his raid cycle. Good on you, boy. Nice. Soon he's going to head home to his little island in the midst of the Gulf. And hopefully we can get some more raids into him in the future so that he can eventually become a great and famous raider like his mother. You got to pay for them. You got to pay for these lighthouses somehow, right? That's just the way of it, right? Is this guy worth anything? He didn't pop up, so probably not. Ransom. He won't pay to ransom himself, so he stays in prison. I don't understand why you wouldn't pay to ransom yourself, because staying in the prison is not a good idea for you. Like, the end result is going to be that I, don't let you go? Okay. Somebody has raided our raid already. They're going to raid our last raid, too. Dang it. That's our raid. You want to take a horrid risk and raid into Quebec, even though we know... No. That's just that's senselessly dangerous. Let's just hit the sea, and then he can take the raiders back to our little island in the Gulf. Like we said we were gonna. You're not gonna pay for yourself. You can stay in my prison forever. I mean, literally. You've got the gold, so... Let's do this to make the conversions happen faster while we're still alive. Hey, look at us. Look at us getting out here, getting our work done, preparing to become a queen. Another couple of good raids and our son will be a raider just like us. Very lovely. You know, we are stress low, right? First of all, should we move our capital? Did we already? No, it's here. I guess we can only move our capital to places we hold, so I guess it'll have to be our son who moves our capital. It's a 7, that's a 4. It's a 0. Somebody got plagued. Someone got plagued. You know, it might be interesting to move it to here, to Stratford. It is, strictly speaking, a better capital. No. We need to stay in it. If we're gonna be the Queen of Newfoundland, we need to stay in Newfoundland. Yeah, that's just the truth. There's no question about that. So it's time to become the Queen of the Newfees. Glorious. The glorious Queen of the Newfees. That's us. We're Queen. Look at us. Now we need to immediately make this into a Tanistry elective. And then we need to go to the election, and we need to elect our son. Now our other son, now that we're queen... I thought we landed him, but I guess we didn't, so we'll do it now. Our other son needs to... So we're gonna have to give the capital up. It's as simple as that, because we gotta grant out our son's territory to him, and that requires moving the capital, so logically we would move it here, because it is the best place that we're not giving to our eldest son. We're gonna grant him... Nope, that's our daughter. Grant you this, and that. There you go. Makes you a duke under the queen. This can disband. We will also go to our younger son here and grant him the High Chieftain of Magdalen. Oh, kid. Who thought that beard was a good idea? I guess me. I guess I like that, actually. You are a unique boy. You are a unique boy. You deserve to be celebrated for that face you just put on there. That beautiful beard. You are going to be an excellent king one day. What is the chance of getting her to vassalize? 43. Okay, so what are we missing? We are her rightful liege. We're allies. We don't have enough strength. She likes us, but she doesn't like us a lot. We could begin by swaying her, right? So our military is less than it was because it's all sort of messed around now. Things are different than they once were. Yes. So we're not going to grant... Wait, no, we are going to grant you a vassal because that fixes this. No, it did it already. Yeah, of course. We're not going to do anything else. So we're going to live down here in Prince Edward Island until our son takes it over. He's going to live on the island, and our son is going to continue to manage the territory that was once his. Should we grant him this? It's actually not technically part of the same duchy, so I don't think we're gonna... No, I think things are good for now. I don't know how we're going to increase her liking of us enough to change things. And if we look at our royal court, which literally just came into existence like a minute ago, we won't be able to raise any of these above 2. I wonder if we can afford it. If we move them all to 2, we almost maintain our court. Yeah, we do maintain a 3. So if we look at this, prestige, court grandeur, Slight scheme power increase. Minute lodgings. Guests can stay longer. The only thing we can do is tribal. Because we are tribal. Let's do this thing. Oh, that's expensive. It's like all our money. What are we gonna do? I mean, it'll get better once these guys have all filled back up, right? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. That definitely didn't bankrupt us. We now have the Laverty Dynasty banner and the Laverty House banner. Nice. Let them see their new queen, of course. Let's put up our banners. The Laverty House banner. And the Laverty Dynasty banner. You know, because they're exactly the same, right? I think it actually makes more sense if we put them both on the same wall. Whoops. I guess this goes... there, yeah. Put them on the same wall, that's fine. Okay, hopefully that will make us stable above 3. Yep, it does. We're making a tiny bit more money than we were a minute ago. Let's see what else is happening. We lost our spy master because he's now a vassal of our vassal. Who do we even have? We have this guy, who is a powerful vassal, who is a 19. He's 50 years old, and this guy who's even older. Let's put you in. And then we will... I suppose we could sway you. I don't think so, but we are going to put ourselves back on... not that. Back on... domestic affairs. I think, just to get this up. We can ransom... he's going to take the ransom finally for himself. We're going to make Zachary our ally. Very good. We can station our men-at-arms because they have to move now. We actually don't have enough places to hold them anymore. Which is fine. We'll just not station the... we just will not station the... these are mangonels, right? No, they're onagers. We'll not station the onagers, right? Yeah, that's fine. And then we will station our horse here. And would you look at that? Queen of Newfoundland. We're gonna push her to 100% and build our army up. Those two things together are the ones that are most likely to push her over, if it's even possible to do so. Because she is tribal, it's just a flat chance, right? Her powerful vassals don't all like us is something else we can fix. But let's get the sway on her first. And then we'll look at our powerful vassals. I guess we can look at them this way. Who is a powerful vassal that's not on this council? You. You are a powerful vassal. Are you good at anything else? Sir? You're a good diplomat. Are you good at anything else, my son? You're not. So it doesn't make a ton of sense to put him there. Are you good at anything else, Mayor? Actually, this is a solvable problem. He's just a mayor, right? So what we want to do is we're gonna have to remove Dwight, probably. Like, he's the one we're gonna have to remove. If we cycle through this, we can see we have other people that are good at other things. Like, we're gonna take you. Are you also a mayor? You're also a mayor. But you like us more. But you're not as good. You're not as talented at all. This mayor is good at, like, everything. He's very good at everything. Well, that's actually a solution, right? Like, we could... like, swap him in here. And then we can put this guy in as Spy Master. Sorry, Dwight, but you're going to be king someday, so you really don't need the small titles. And then we got to work on these guys. Can I give either one of them a gift? No. Could offer them a concubine. This random courtier. This dynasty doesn't have a name. She's literally just a random courtier. I mean, she is not lowborn. That doesn't feel good. So we're gonna not do that. Let's see what else we have available to us. We look at our court and our courtiers. We have this guy who's a guest. You have this woman who's a guest. And we have ransomed him. So there's no one else. So this is what we're going to have to do for now. That should raise the opinion of all of our powerful vassals by putting them in position. That will help here some. We can probably get the whole 20 there. And then we can probably get the maximum for liking as well. So I don't know how high that is, but it's 20 or 30. So we gain 8. And then we got to do military strength, obviously. Host a grand wedding. How long do I have to host this wedding? Well, let's stop for a second, right? Go to our son. I need money. Are we still... Do we still have... We don't have a truce. Okay. Okay. Kid, it's time to fund your wedding. How long do we have? Okay, let's see. I mean, here in the capital, of course. How much time do we have before we've messed this up, right? We gotta think about this. If I go to my son and I say we're gonna break this betrothal... $3 years. We have 3 years unless we get the bug that makes it not work properly. So we're gonna move our guys here. Hey kid, I got some news for you. You need to pay for your wedding, and that means raiding, because that's how we pay for things around here. You're gonna just go over, right? You're just gonna go over into the kingdom and try to put a couple hundred gold together. Get yourself in charge of the army, maybe get some more raiding experience. You gotta love the raiding experience, am I right? But you know what? Now that we are raiding for the grand wedding, I think we're going to complete this in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you join me the next time we are here with the Fathomless clan Laverty. Queen, the new queen of Newfoundland. May we build lighthouses and save the world from the deep ones. Goodbye for now.